We are entering stage 4 of a 4-part economic collapse, and I'm going to explain it to you really quickly and easily so everybody gets this. Step 1 is the cushion. That's when everybody's got money and the economy's booming. Coming out of COVID, everyone had extra cash to spend. You had a stimulus check, you had savings built up because all the stores were closed and you couldn't leave your house and you had all this extra money sitting. So coming out of COVID, we were sitting really pretty and the economy started booming. Step 2 is the bridge. That's when the savings runs out and everybody starts turning to credit to start covering all of their bills and expenses. And they've built up this lifestyle that they want to maintain, but now it's more expensive. So we start pulling out the credit cards more often and we start going into more debt. We start buying fancier cars like we wanted to, but we're having to pay more for them and now our bills are higher and our payments are higher and everything just costs more, but we still got credit and the economy looks great. Why would we worry about this? Step 3 is the wall. That's when savings are gone. That's when your credit card debt starts to get to the maximum, when you don't have any more credit limit to spend. This is when everybody starts realizing that they have to start pawning stuff off, which we started seeing. This is when everybody starts shopping more economically. This is why we started seeing a higher increase in high-income families, in Walmart, and Dollar Tree even. This is when you start seeing people start pinching, because it's starting to hurt. Step 4 that we're entering right now is the reset. This is when inflation has gotten to a breaking point. This is when people just can't survive anymore. This is now because lower income and certain neighborhoods are starting to see higher rates of foreclosures. We're starting to see more businesses closing. We're starting to see everybody tightening down because they're trying to figure out how they're going to survive the recession. And this algorithm has played out multiple times in U.S. history. The 70s stagflation is the most similar to what we got going on right now. But just remember that most of the numbers that we're working off of are before the real pain from the tariffs have hit and before you take into account the cost of gas having risen. This is exactly why 40% of U.S. households wouldn't be able to survive a flat tire right now. They don't have the savings and their credit's completely maxed out. And the summer's only going to get worse. Gas prices always rise in the summer, and when you add the Iran war on top of it, they're going to just explode. Not to mention that we're going to start seeing the effects of having been in this struggle start coming through in July. So right now is planting season with farmers, and if the farmers didn't have access to the seeds and the oil and the products and the fertilizers that they needed because of transportation issues and because of shipping issues, because of the oil prices, we're going to start seeing that coming through in July when we have a decrease in available produce and an increase in... And honestly, that goes for most goods. Most goods have to be transported in some fashion, so you're going to start seeing the fallout of those shipping cycles coming through around July. So everything in July is going to immediately, go up 20-ish% minimum. And the only real way to combat this or try to get through it is to go into survival mode. Don't do anything that you don't need to do to survive. Groceries, utilities, rent, that should be pretty much it. Anything that costs anything for fun, sorry, can't happen. And do your best to move all your variable interest rate debt into fixed interest rate debt, such as a personal loan. Close the card after you empty it, and then put it all on a fixed rate loan so that it can't go up on you because the APRs on credit cards are going to start climbing. Mine personally went from 21 to 26 this past year, and they didn't even say anything. They do it quietly. They do it sneaky. They don't tell you about it since you already signed the dotted line when you open the card saying that they can change their variable rate. But you need to go back and double check it because they're going to start creeping up. Average credit card APRs a couple of years ago, I think it was 2022, was 22%. Now the average is closer to 30. A lot of them I'm seeing are 27 and 30%. And I know it sucks for a lot of people and you don't really have the extra, but put anything you can into your savings account. Try to hang on to it. Try to go into a high yield if you can. But you're going to need the money. Everyone's going to need it before the summer's out.